What?
My God, y'all are so annoying.
All right, hold on a second. And all right, so all right. What art supplies you got?
Maeve, that is enough. It's the puppy who started. All right, stop. Yeah, that's enough. Oh my God, I'm so sick of you guys.
Block them out. That's what I have to know.
I'm so tired of these fucking dogs.
What are you drawing on? What are you using?
I don't know. I'm gonna use this fucking.
The what?
I'm gonna use this paper Chris gave me.
Do you have headphones?
Probably, I don't know.
I was say if you have headphones, it works better if you put them in. All right.
I don't think this thing's gonna work with my headphones.
Yeah, see, now you sound a lot better.
That's because I held my phone up.
Yeah, I need better phone. Alright. Yeah, I sent a link to somebody else, to this girl Allison that draws with us. I don't know if she'll join us or not, but we'll see. Yeah, I got this freaking this paper that I'm using. What is it? What is that?
Actually, I'm just gonna use my normal sketchbook.
Because I can paint on this stuff. It's mixed media. This stuff's so thick, it's like a cardboard.
Who the fuck was chewing on my sketchbook?
Huh?
Oh my God. I can't have anything.
No, not with animals.
I don't even know why I bother. They're gonna eat this paint, I know it.
Well, hide it. Put it in a closet. Don't put it down anywhere low.
They don't care. They'll figure out a way. They are through and through their mother.
Yeah, I've only gotten to the what episode am I on this? Like 3 or 4. It's right where like the sisters turn on each other.
Oh my God, it's so good. I don't even like I honestly don't even like League of Legends. I know nothing about it. I don't give a crap about it.
Yeah, isn't it like some mobile app game?
It is now, but it used to be like an PC MMO. Well, it is an MMO or some. I don't know. It's like a top-down PvP game. Stop. It's fucking toxic as all hell. I've had way too many roommates that have played it and are just nasty people about it, and I hate the game. But the lore is pretty dope, so.
You know, it's a cool story so far. It's like it's kind of what do you call it? It's a little steampunk.
Yeah, a little bit. The universe really confuses me because there's a lot going on in like the actual game lore. Like that's why I can't really keep up with it, but I've always liked Jinx and I've always liked Vi. I don't even remember what Silco looks like, and it won't let me look it up, I don't think.
I just Google them.
I wasn't sure if I clicked out of the browser on my phone if it was going to close it, but apparently it didn't.
Yeah, I would. That one guy's video I sent you. I've had his channel for a while. He mostly does like Copic marker coloring.
I love Copic markers. They're so much fun.
But he just started doing using gouache, and it's the same stuff I was using. But those pieces that he did were like the first ones he's done using gouache.
I have been trying to figure out how to say that fucking word for like months.
Yeah, it's gouache. Yeah, well, me and Danny, who used to live here, we used to call it gooch.
I like that better.
Yeah, hand me the gooch.
I like that way better. I love Silco. Silco's got such a cool character design. Lucas, stop! That sounds disgusting. Don't. Blech. You're nasty. Fallout.
Huh?
Do you remember when you showed me Fallout that one summer I came to stay down there for a few months or a couple
Oh
months?
yeah, that was like one of the last few games I got into.
I
It
still
depends
fucking
on which
play
one it
it.
was. Which one was it? Because it was either I've had the first one,
I
the
know.
second one, the Vegas one, and then the third one that came out for PS4. And then
Uh,
they just made that other new one, and there was a lot of backlash with it. I guess they screwed it up or something.
76 is actually really good if you play with people. That's the only thing. It's like you got to play with people, but it's really fun.
Oh,
But
so it's all
the one that I
online.
originally played, like I remember the first ones being on the PC like way back in the day, but I never played them. But the one that I'm talking about was 3. I I don't even think I showed you. I have a Fallout tattoo now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
What do you
it's
got? What do you got? The little boy thing or whatever it's called?
no, that's too overdone. I had to get one of my favorite characters, which is actually from New Vegas.
What, the little robot guy?
No, I thought about that though. It was actually from one of the DLCs. There's this little like native boy on there, and his name was Follow Chalk, and he was so like innocent and just like he was so funny. Just the things that he would say, he'd be like, "That's some kind of lucky, eh?" So I got his scepter and his hat, and then the like what he says, "That's some kind of lucky," like all tattooed on my arm. My next one's Bioshock.
But yeah, Bioshock I played before. Hold on one second, I gotta try something. If I get booted from the stream, just stay here. I'll be right back. I don't think I will.
Wait, do what?
Here, I'll show you the thing that I've been working on.
Mm-hmm. Who? Oh God, one of them pooped on the floor. I can smell it.
I need to start getting better at layering backgrounds and stuff, but it's supposed to be Rogue.
Everybody's floating in my art. I don't like backgrounds.
Yeah, but that's the yeah. So you can see the paint. I mean, it's all it is you got to keep layering with it. As soon as it looks like shit, just keep going. And gouache is so easy; it you can rework it, and there's nothing's really permanent with it, which is nice.
Babe, what are you doing? Quit pacing. Jesus. Oh. I need to get a better
Did you already finish the League of Legends?
the show. Yeah, I finished the show, or at least that season.
There's so many things going on. Have you watched Peacemaker on HBO yet?
No.
Have you watched Suicide Squad, the second one?
No. I'm honestly, I don't know what happened. I just can't get into like
Trust me.
fucking
Listen,
superhero shit
neither
lately.
neither neither can I. I'm not really big on a lot of the stuff, but Suicide Squad is fucking brilliant. And like you gotta watch it just for John Cena playing Peacemaker because they give him his own TV show. It's fucking oh my god, it's so fucking funny. But yeah, the Suicide Squad 2 was done by James Gunn, who did the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm not even a big fan of that stuff, and even I was like, this movie's awesome. Because all mostly my reading for comics is mostly indie stuff. I really need to get a damn webcam though for this computer instead of using my phone. So I'm always playing with it because I get this damn this like arm thing that holds it, but sometimes depending on the angles that I want to get, it's like right in front of my face when I'm trying to draw. With the webcam, I could zoom in with good quality. Well, let me ask you this with the League of Legends: does it end the story, or do they leave it where there's going to probably be another season? Samantha, hello. Uh-oh, she freeze.
Probably.
Oh, there you go. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
That said, so the League of Legends, does it end with it being open ended, or does it end the story, or are they going to probably do another season?
They're probably gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna do a season of Vi and Jinx because there's so many other fucking characters on the roster that, and like honestly, they like connected characters. Well, let's be real. Riot doesn't know how to write lore, so
Ooh.
the company behind League of Legends,
Oh yeah.
yeah, they don't really know how to really like connect lore. So like whoever wrote and directed Arcane was way better at it, and a lot of the stuff that's in there isn't even in game lore. They kind of just like made it up as they went, but it's so much better. So I don't know. I guess they might keep going with Vi and Jinx, or they might start with like some of the other characters that are part of the game that were in that first season. I'm not really sure. I have
Well,
a
someone like
feeling.
me who doesn't know anything about it and that stuff, you don't like you said, you don't have to play the video game to know it. Like they kind of set everything up well enough.
Yeah, they
Really good.
really.
My buddy Sam, who I'm doing that book with, I played him part of the first episode, and he's like, "Well, they do sure know how to set up a world."
Oh yeah, they did a really good job. And like I don't even know what the like in-game world is like. I know of it, but I don't know in depth. But like everybody that has played League of Legends are like, what Arcane is way better than the in-game explanation.
Wait, say that again. The end game's what? Not as good, or
No, like the like how they built the world in Arcane is just way better than how they explain it in the game of League
oh,
of
in the game,
Legends.
yeah. Well, a lot of times when they make something based off a video game, it more times than not usually sucks. Except for that Sonic movie, that was surprisingly enjoyable. I didn't even really play Sonic.
I love Sonic.
Yeah, I was, we always had Nintendos and never had a Sega. All my friends were the ones with Segas.
What are you chewing on? Why are you always chewing on shit?
It's like Gunner. Gunner's perfectly, he's a good boy, but when I have somebody over, he freaks out Like if I'm in like my room here drawing and like Sam's over and he's sitting on the couch behind me, Gunnar will put his back to Sam, stare at me, and just whine. Just like I'm not paying enough attention to him. And if I don't pay attention to him, then he goes and finds something like out of the garbage, like a tissue or something he could shred.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's like a little brat like that. But like right now, when I'm home by myself, he sits in his crate like all day. Like Noelle, my neighbor who's got the little dog it's like his little girlfriend. She watches him for me on Saturdays because I got to work for 12 hours. I don't like keeping him in the crate for 12 hours if I don't have to.
Yeah.
So, but the last 2 weeks, she's taken him. As soon as she's let him outside, he's run back home. Yeah, and she's got a key to the house so she can let him in. But yeah, the last 2 times he flew back home and wanted back into his crate.
Like, fuck you, bitch. I want to go back.
He loves his crate. I
Oh,
trained him well enough to, or it's like, yeah, he like willingly wants to go in it all the time. He doesn't want to really lay anywhere else. He's starting to get to the stage where he's starting to get more like cuddly with me and Jambi. Like he'll sleep in bed with me and Jambi here and there. But normally, like for the last, since I've had him, he's been so like anti any kind of affection. But
he's a man now.
Yeah, he's getting a little older now. I think today he was sitting on the couch and he was letting me rub him for a while. I remember saying to him, I was like, "Yeah, you're starting to like getting pets now." He likes getting his butt scratched. I gotta get a video, but it's hard because of my hand. Because I gotta scratch him with one hand and record with the other. But like in the mornings when I come home, he goes nuts. Like when he'll jump in the bed, and if I start scratching him, he'll literally like a worm. He'll snake all the way down the bed. It's pretty funny.
Hey, what are you getting into, Max? You are such a fucking demon. The two boys. Well, let's be real. All three of these fucking puppies are assholes.
I gotta keep an eye on the time here. So, okay, I got about half an hour. I actually made a lot more progress than I thought. I might be. Let me turn this light on. It might be hard to see what I'm doing. I didn't realize I didn't have this light on.
Max, what are you doing? I'm about to throw him back in Mom's room. I'm sick of his shit.
Where's Mom at work?
Yeah, she's at home. She's just in bed.
Where's she working?
It's basically like a Nelson's County Market in Tomahawk. It's called Food Lion. They're like Dominic's. It's like a Dominic's but smaller.
Yeah, it's every kind of place. Florida has places called Publix.
Oh yeah, that's what we have. We have those too. Those are like the high-end rich people ones. That's why Florida has
Really?
them.
When I
Yeah.
went to Boca, I remember going there and like definitely didn't seem like a rich high end place.
Yeah. It's supposed well, at least in North Carolina it is. We call it the bougie store.
Okay, so his left eye's bigger. Yeah, if you got these are cheap. Have you ever used these? The Steidler lead holders.
Uh-uh.
They're cheap. You can get them for like $12. These things will last forever too. But like the lead that's in them, if you buy like the Steidler lead, it lasts for freaking ever. Like I've had the same case of 2H lead for the last year and a half.
That's what I need.
Yeah, it's a good investment. That or where's my Japanese one? The one I usually draw comics with because this has got blue ink in it. It's what's it called? Kuritoga. It's a mechanical pencil, but what it is when you're drawing, if you press down on the tip just a little bit, it flexes, and when it flexes, it turns the lead, so it keeps the sharp point.
Huh.
Yeah, instead of having I mean, it's not that big of a deal, and those are cheap too. Those are like $10 as well, or 10 to 15. Dude, I tell everybody all the time when they're buying supplies, I'm like, dude, just ask me. I was like, I've bought in every kind of art supply for inking, penciling, painting because of my hand, for trying everything out to see what's the most comfortable, what's going to work.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I own so much extra crap. I'm always trying to give away. I got so much shit. It's ridiculous.
Everybody gives me their shit they don't use anymore, so I have so much fucking shit just laying around.
I gotta find excuses to like use here. Like look, like for instance, it's on my pens.
Jesus.
And I got like brushes up there, pencils there, erasers there, and I got a whole other drawer with all my fancy brushes in them. And then I need shelves. That's for sure. I definitely need shelves.
I need a bigger house. I need to buy a house. Is what I need to do.
That too. This house is such a pain in the fucking ass.
So is mine. It's like an old mining house, and it's tiny.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't be that upset if like I just ended up moving out or just being like, fuck it, let the bank take the house. It's like I tried keeping it, but it's like it's such an asshole of a house. It needs like a whole renovation. This place.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I don't know. No point in being sentimental about a house. Not like we can take it with us when we die anyway.
No, but yeah, just like living here, it's like, well, when the whole situation came up, it's like how cheap it was. If it wasn't for that damn loan mom had, this would be it would only be $300 here a month if it wasn't for mom's loan on the house up north that she lost, which I'm paying now. Well, I'm behind on paying, but whatever. I don't give a shit.
Oh my god. I told him I had to buy a fucking house.
Yeah, that Noel neighbor that I was telling you about, she was just talking about wanting to buy a house. I'm like, having a house is nice, but there comes you think you know what comes with it until you actually have it, and then you're like, damn it. It's like constant.
Dude, like, my landlord is the worst. I have to handle pretty much everything that needs to get fucking fixed. So at this point, I'm just like, well, I might as well just fucking buy a house because it's probably going to be just about the same fucking amount of money.
See, I got to call like friends for certain things. Like, Adam, he came up to the cabin and stuff. Like, he does maintenance work. So I've had him help me out with stuff around here that I just can't do with my hand.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know. And I told him last time he was here, I was like, I swear to God, dude, I was like, I will pay you to be on retainer as like my personal maintenance man here. I was like, because he knows a lot of stuff. Like he was able to I had a problem with the toilet, like the flusher.
Mm-hmm.
He fixed it in like 2 seconds. Yeah, like just little shit like that. But I mean, me and Bobby put the whole freaking water heater in when it went out.
I have to change all the water filters at this house because my fucking landlord doesn't know how to do it.
You have to change the water filter? Is it that old there? Because yeah, it's like we don't have to do that here.
No, it's just got a water filtration system because it's like it's a well.
Yeah, it's like the cabin.
Yeah, it's not old though, but yeah. So I have to get up under the house, which Max, stop! Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
Because you're drawing, you're not paying attention to them. They do this, yeah. As soon as you're not paying attention to them.
Yeah, he's just fucking mad. Max, Christ. Yeah, I have to crawl up under the house in the crawl space and basically take like the filter thing off, take the old filter out, throw it somewhere under the house because I don't give a fuck. Not my fucking house. She can clean that shit up another time.
Oh, when I was living in Palatine with Ben and Pete, like 6 years ago, actually Ben was out of town. Ben was in Thailand, and the pilot light went out on the heater. And I remember one morning we woke up, me and Pete, and it was like 40 degrees in the house. And I was like, oh my God, it was brutal. Like, you don't know cold until you sit on a toilet seat when the house is 40 degrees. Oh man, you make a scream you'll never thought you did. But like, yeah, I remember we thought we fixed it. And then I came home one night and Pete was sick. I remember he was sick. I had the whole house to myself, so it was just me and John B. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sick. I'm staying at my parents' house just because with the with the heater being weird." I'm like, "All right." So I get home and the heat's out again. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" So like that night, me and John B slept under like 8 blankets, and I had him like I was like hugging him the whole night. And then in the morning, I put my coveralls on from work, and I literally crawled under the house, and I was able to reignite the pilot light. Never done it before, but I was so frustrated and cold. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. It's just too cold.
Luckily, a lot of those things have the directions right there.
Yeah. Well, the pilot light's pretty easy. You just got to make sure that the gas line isn't leaking somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you smell gas, then that's probably a bad sign to not light anything.
Like I literally had to pay for like the septic to be drained. This bitch. I've been here for God. It's gonna be 4 years this year, I think. And she had lived here for like 10 years before I even moved in. This bitch, out of the 5 years of the 10 years that she lived here, never got the septic tank drained.
What?
She's never gotten the septic tank drained. And that's like a 2 to 3 year kind of thing. And she'd been here for 10 years, and 5 out of those years, she never did it. So,
Yeah,
like,
it's nasty.
yeah, this summer it was backing up, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I need this to like be taken care of. And she's like, yeah, I'll look into it. And then like a week goes by, and I'm like, well, fuck this. So I paid to have a septic company come out and like drain it, and they're like toys and wrappers and like just shit that shouldn't be in a septic tank in here. And I'm like, don't look at me, I don't have kids. It's not me.
Oh yeah. Dude, like this place, every year at some point, I just did it 2 months ago. I had to do it twice this year. I have to have the sewer snaked because like the house that where the tree that Nono planted in the front yard, all the roots get into the freaking sewer line now.
Way to go, no.
Yeah, it's the gift that keeps on giving. And like the only way to fix it is to completely uproot the entire sewer system in front of the house. Which I don't have that kind of money. And it's like if I had that kind of money, I would just build my own house.
Yes.
You know. So that's what the pain in the ass is with this house. That's mostly what it is. It's the freaking sewer line here. Dude, it was the worst last year when was it 20, it's 2020 when Danny was living here. My God, like the sewer line backed up and it was just all sewage down by the washer and dryer. And like I was down there with like a garbage and a shovel. Oh, it was brutal. Yeah, I was like, never again. Never again. I was like, so that's why I was like, from now on, at some point before it happens, I'm gonna have them come out and snake it. Like every year, I'll have them come out and snake it before it happens. And right with this year, right when I was about to hire them to come out here and do it, it happened. It backed up. I'm like, I was like, okay, I knew it was coming. I was like, at least this time I was ready for it.
Did you just pass on the floor? Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass. You little shit. Yeah, I had COVID like a motherfucker during the holidays.
Oh, you caught it?
That was sick as a dog.
Dude, I can't figure out how the hell I had to have gotten it. I had to have been asymptomatic. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah, you had to have at this point because
I mean, Danny, how explain how my roommate who wasn't working and his girlfriend who wasn't working at the time who were living with me, how they both got it and I didn't.
That's so weird.
Or at least, I mean, Danny never really had symptoms. Catherine did. And like I'm like whatever, I remember the day like that she opened my bedroom door and I was like sleeping. She's like, we have to go to my apartment. I tested positive for COVID. I'm like, oh, I don't care. I was like, you guys, you don't have to stay down there for me. It's like what I do for a living. It's like, trust me, I'm around all that stuff like all the time. And yeah, so it's like that's why everybody's like with the vaccine and stuff too. It's like I don't hang out with enough people that justify actually getting a vaccine. And frankly, with my circulation, it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, probably not. I was fully vaccinated and still got it, so.
Well, like I said, like I mean, not that
sick as a dog.
I mean, I get the whole idea behind, you're more protected from it, but again, coming from somebody in my shoes
Yeah.
who, if I had it, didn't even know it, like what, if I've had it once or twice, who the hell knows? I could have had all three variants and never know it. It's just like, it doesn't make sense for me to want to get a vaccine that not only does it not vaccinate you, you could still spread it and all that stuff. You can still get it. I always thought vaccine meant, you're immune to it.
No, it just really this one just keeps you from it
Getting
worse.
sicker. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just keeps it from making. Basically, what it is like the whole scare with the whole hospitals being filled up. Like the vaccine basically is like to keep the hospitals from filling up.
Yeah, no. The hospital's filling up with some dumb motherfuckers going in for stupid shit.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
Dude, you know what's fucked up too is that for like when I was living in Palatine, like I had that spurt with that, obviously with the Lollapalooza, the puking thing.
Uh-huh.
Like that was happening like a lot back then. Like I went to the hospitals, shit, at least 10 to 15 probably times, I want to say, for puking. Maybe not that many, but a lot. And I haven't had it happen in about 3 years now. 4 years? No. Shit, I haven't had it happen since I lived in Palatine. That's over 6 years ago. So it's like, explain that. It's like I've changed my diet a little bit, but not enough to justify like a huge significance. I don't know. I just can't. It's like I always think about it every once in a while when I get like a sore stomach or something. I'm like, oh no, is this it again? But then it always goes away.
Do you take meds at all?
Yeah, the only ones I'm taking are calcium channel blockers. That's just for the circulation.
Yeah.
But that's the same stuff I've always been on. I can't because I thought I was gonna have to go to a gastroenterologist. That's what all the doctors kept telling me I was gonna have to do. And I'm like, all right, another doctor. That's all I need. Even though the second doctors that actually did the surgery, they actually knew what the hell they were doing. Unlike the first guy who was a dipshit.
Yeah, for real.
Well, the guy tells me to come in to see. Comes into the ER when Nana was with me in the ER, and the guy comes in on call to see me and tells me to make an appointment with him. And then he tells me as I get into his office on the appointment that there's not really much he can do. I'm like, then why in the fuck did you tell me to schedule an appointment with you?
So he can get his money?
Yeah, well, I know. And they kept trying to get their money. And his secretary, I remember, called me one day and I told her, I was like, listen, lady, I don't give a shit how many collection agencies you have to give it to. You're not getting a fucking cent from me. I said to her what I just told you about how he came in on the ER. I was like, and you want to sit there and justify that to me? I was like, I lost all the fingers on my right hand for a guy who came in, looked at me, said, I can help you, schedule an appointment, then tells me, oh, I can't help you. And then I come to find out after I have the surgery from the surgeon in the city who tells me this is basic surgery. There's no reason you should have had to wait this long. Yeah. I told her, I was like, you guys can kiss my white ass. And I hung up the phone. I was like, there's no way in hell I'm paying you. He's a fucking Highland Park doctor. He'll be fine. Yeah, that turned me off. That's why I should have known better than to go to Highland Park Hospital too. But it's like at the time, it's like the only hospital I ever really knew.
Yeah.
So it's just like more comfort. And plus, when the hand thing, it was freaking me out. Like Nana met me at the ER.
Oh, I think this year I might have to actually go get treated for ADHD. It's a thing. I think it's a thing now. I should probably go do.
What, ADHD?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've probably always had that.
Because, man, at work it'll be like, I just counted 500 tablets, but I only needed 30. What the fuck am I doing?
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and like I do it so much that I'm like, I just sat here and counted 200 pills, and I don't know why I only needed 14.
Yeah.
And I can't handle it anymore. That makes so much work for myself. I just don't know if I can just do my job anymore. I'm so tired of people and their medications that they don't even fucking care about, and I don't fucking care about. It's not my medication.
I'm getting that way with people crashing their cars. It's like as soon as it's cold outside, everybody's got to crash and do horrible accidents that make my life miserable in the freezing cold.
Ugh.
Like we just had a fatal the other night up in Round Lake Beach, and it took like an hour and a half to clean up, and it was like sub-zero temperatures. It was so brutal.
Damn.
And there was some drunk guy standing on his like freaking like driveway, like yelling at the cops and us, like, "Who's gonna clean all this up?" Like the first time I've ever had somebody standing there like that. And this was on a scene where somebody died. This guy has nothing. This guy has nothing to do with the accident. Who's gonna clean all this up? And the cops like, they're obviously cleaning it up right now, sir. You can't tell me what to do. I'm like, oh my god. And like the guy Curtis I worked with, he's like, this guy's nuts. I'm like, dude, I was like, I am not in the mood. I'm freezing my nuts off. I was like, if this dude says anything to me, I will turn around and I will take this broom and I will cold cock him across the head in front of these cops. I do not care. I was like, I am not in the mood for some drunk dude's bullshit. I have zero tolerance with like drunk people. I think it's because of our family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I have none. Like it's just I cannot stand trying to talk to somebody who's drunk. It just drives me insane. It's like a fucking. It's just like this is the conversation. It's just a circle. It just keeps going in a fucking circle the whole fucking time.
Yeah, dude. I'm just glad I don't like drink like that anymore. Really, after me and Eric split, I just really don't. I don't really drink.
I never really did. I might get some wine here and there. But that's about it.
I wish
But
I
you
didn't. I
freaking.
wish I never did because there's just so many years that I just wasted away just drinking it away. Mm.
But like one time I walked up to the bar when Rhino was in town and I had to go to work. So like they were at Teddy's or bar uptown, and I went in there and I ordered a Coke because I have to go to work. I can't have any liquor in my system. And I remember one of the drunks in Highwood, some like old lady, she's like, who orders a fucking Coke at a bar? I'm like, somebody who's not a fucking loser. And I walked into the fucking back. I was like, yeah, I just thought, yeah, all the Highwood, like classic Highwood drunks, like, I don't know. It's just like, I have no tolerance. It's like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. It's like, you can talk to me if you want to, but you're going to be upset because I'm not going to be nice to you. I'll be nice to you when you're sober. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, Mom got shit-faced the other night, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not having conversations with you like this.
No, that's how. Yeah, it's used to, dude. Say to her what I used to say to her and Nana verbatim, and it used to shut them up all the time. I used to say, if it's that fucking important, what you have to tell me, then you'll remember in the morning. If it's not that important, you'll sleep it off and forget. And every time they slept it off and forgot. And I just, like, as soon as they started talking, I'm like, don't want to hear about it. I'll talk to you about this in the morning. And I just walk away and just ignore them until they fall asleep. Nana was easy. I figured out her after a while. When she used to come home from Evie's, like that was when she'd be fucking tanked. And you get like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like you get with Mom. You never know. It's going to be happy or is it going to be, I'm going to start a fight for no reason. So like, I got sick of dealing with it, of trying to play the game. That like when she'd come home, like I'd see her drive, I'd see her pull in the driveway, and as she'd pull in the driveway, I'd wait for her to walk into the back door, and I would walk out the front door, get in my car, drive around for 30 minutes, and she'd be asleep. Because her thing was she would come home drunk, and then she'd want to clean the house. And she, even in my room, I'm sitting here in my room, she's coming in here, like that's when all the shit would start. Like, what are you doing? Like, she's like picking up stuff. So I just learned to just leave the house for 30 minutes, and every single time she'd be passed out by the time he came back. Yeah, I remember in like high school when she was like trying to blame my friends for breaking the refrigerator wheel. Yeah, the wheel that rolls over. Yeah, your friends broke it. Yeah. Yeah, they broke the one wheel on the. Yeah, okay. I don't even know how. It's like, how am I even supposed to argue this?
Like, ever since Mom moved down here, it's been like, where is this? Where have you seen this? Wait, you're the last one that touched it.
Yeah.
The last one that touched it. I don't touch that. That's you. It's all you. But
But
honestly,
we should. Well, I gotta get going. I gotta start getting ready for work.
oh, dude, yeah.
I'm gonna keep working on this though, because I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna save this image. I'm gonna try to paint it. Try to
Okay.
recreate it. But yeah, we can do it again. I like right now. Me and Sam are working on that book, and that's gonna be taking up most of my time. But usually, if when I stream, it's usually on my days off. So I mean, if you're around on the nights I'm off, you want to hop on or whatever. Alrighty.
Wait, what?
I said if you ever want to do this again, Thursday, Fridays are usually the best days because those are my days off.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll just have to join whenever because my schedule is so fucked.
Yeah, that's how everybody's is. We all kind of just do it spontaneously.
Yeah.
And like, especially with me, I work nights, so it's like I'm usually the odd man out every time they're doing some like live stream or live show or something. Like I'm Tyler's mob, and there was like one time he wanted me to be a judge for like something. And I'm like, I can't. I gotta go to work. Even though I was like able to watch and still mod the chat, like I can't really chat. I can't really like, hop on the chat.
Right.
But when they want to do it, it's like 10 o'clock. Like if it's like middle of the night, 1, 2 a.m. and somebody wants to invite me on, fine. I'm bored at work anyway. But that early, I'm doing stuff at work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.